Aloha, it's Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A historic storm today unleashed record levels of rain over parts of Los Angeles. That has endangered the city's large homeless population as mud and boulders came crashing down hillsides. The storm led to flooded roadways and knocked out power for more than 1 million people in California. About 1.4 million people in the Los Angeles area were under a flash flood warning this morning. The storm was the second one fueled by an atmospheric river to hit the state over the span of days. A record 4.1 inches of rain fell Sunday in downtown Los Angeles. According to the National Weather Service, that's almost double the amount from 1927. Buckingham Palace says that King Charles III has begun treatment for cancer. The diagnosis comes less than 18 months into his reign. The palace says the cancer is not related to the king's recent treatment for a benign prostate condition. It did not say what form of cancer the 75-year-old monarch has. King Charles will suspend public duties but will continue with state business. He won't be handing over his constitutional roles as head of state. Prince William is next in line to the throne. The palace says that the king has chosen to share his diagnosis to prevent speculation. A man in his 60s is in critical condition after being struck by a car while trying to cross Kapolei Parkway early this morning. The collision happened just after 4 this morning at Kapolei Parkway near Manawai Street, according to Honolulu Emergency Medical Services. Paramedics responded and took the man to the hospital in critical condition. Honolulu police say the driver, a 30-year-old man, was heading eastbound on Kapolei Parkway in a small sedan when he struck the man in the roadway outside of a marked crosswalk. The driver remained at the scene. Police say speed, drugs, and alcohol do not appear to be contributing factors at this time, and the investigation is ongoing. Americans are running up their credit cards' balances. Experts worry that these people, mostly lower and middle income Americans who tend to be renters, are falling behind on their debts. They could face further declining financial health in the year ahead. While the U.S. economy is mostly healthy, the last 2 years of inflation have sapped much of the savings of vulnerable Americans. Credit card delinquency and charge-off rates are well above 2019 levels. They're expected to keep climbing. That's according to Moody's, a credit card rating company. Americans held more than $1.05 trillion on their credit cards in the third quarter. That marks a historic high. The average credit card rate is the highest it's ever been since the Fed started tracking the data. A high surf advisory is in place for most northeast and west shores through the evening. That's because of a mix of large wind waves resulting from strong winds and swells. The National Weather Service has issued the advisory through 6 this evening. The forecast calls for surf of 12 to 18 feet on the north shores of Niihau, Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, and Maui. Surf of 10 to 16 feet on the west shores of Niihau, Kauai, Oahu, and Molokai. And surf of 8 to 12 feet on the east shores of Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Maui, and Hawaii Island. A wind advisory also remains in effect for parts of Maui County and Hawaii Island through 6 this evening. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.